Air Force Special Warfare is the Department of Defense's ground combat force.
Come on, Air Force. I see the beginning. I'm fired up. I'm ready to re-enlist. And then I hear the woman start talking. And I think the Air Force recruited Emma to do this. Let's go.
It specializes in the application of air power and consists of 7 career fields.
Wow, this lady's a total buzzkill. I'm expecting high dynamic energy, trying to get that young MMA viewer to join the Air Force. But instead, it sounds like we get a soccer mom loaded on Ambien after 3 Xanax.
Combat control, pararescue, tactical air control parties, special reconnaissance, combat rescue officers, special tactics officers, and tactical air control party officers. AFSPEC war operators conduct some of the most physically demanding and mentally challenging missions in the U.S. military.
So somehow the Air Force thought, this is a good idea. Like, this is gonna get young, fired up Americans to want to join Air Force Special Warfare. This ad doesn't get me fired up. The Air Force is in a real pinch right now. The recruiting's way down. Just like the Navy used to do. You sell the SEALs.
And it's a real brotherhood. And it's a loyal and honest brotherhood. And that's what matters.
Guy ends up painting ships. The Air Force is selling. You're going to be a PJ and kick ass, break doors down, and save people. However, this woman's just not getting me. I'm not feeling it, but better yet are the recruits, the pool of people who are going to do this. Does this get them fired up? Let me know in the comments.
In line with these unique requirements, an underlying principle is that human capital is our competitive advantage. To that end, our rigorous training pipeline can last up to 2 years and intentionally builds airmen who are physically and mentally prepared to face these challenges. The AFSPEC war community values certain characteristics, traits, and qualities. These characteristics are crucial to being.
So if the Air Force is going to use this fine young major, I got a few recommendations. 3 or 4 Adderall. Get her fired up. Something, because I'm not getting the vibe. Is the Air Force trying to recruit accountants, or are they trying to recruit the Special Warfare team? Everybody's seen the Emma ad the Army put out.
Although I had a fairly typical childhood, took ballet, played violin, I also marched for equality.
And I'm going to go on a limb here and say that ad was a failure. But if you look to what our adversaries are doing, it's definitely not low energy, trying to get young, fired up men to join Air Force Special Warfare.
A successful operator, and they're emphasized throughout the Special Warfare training pipeline. Let's discuss them.
Lewis, Zeus and I like to travel, but there's days like this when I'd rather sit in and watch sports. But I also enjoy browsing the internet safely and freely. So here you can see I'm sitting in Denver. And I think I'd like to go to Costa Rica. So now I'm sitting in Costa Rica on the beach in my mind. Several reasons I like NordVPN. I want to watch a sports game in Miami. NordVPN gets around those pesky restrictions. Second reason I like Nord is if I want to watch a movie on Netflix, which I already pay for. It's not in the United States, but it's in the UK. Guess what? I change my location to the UK and I can watch the movie that I want that I'm already paying for. Go to nordvpn.com/Jamesons and get a 2-year plan plus 1 month free and a birthday gift. And here's the best part. If you don't like it, you got 30 days to get your money back risk-free, no issues. But as all you guys know, the Wi-Fi in hotels are terrible. And I don't notice any speed reduction when using NordVPN. And I'm all about capitalism, but I don't want people selling my data, and NordVPN's got no data logging. So NordVPN's main feature is to hide your IP address and all other online traffic. So please make sure to use my link below and in the description. And I want to thank NordVPN for being a sponsor. Let's get back to the video.
Drive is absolutely foundational, and it can be defined as initiating action and persisting to accomplish tasks and goals.
You sound insane. Do you realize that?
This effort has to be geared toward meeting and accomplishing a high standard.
I feel like I'm getting lectured from a teacher how not to fall asleep in class. She's talking about drive, right? So you think drive, you gotta be fired up, motivation.
You are obligated to serve the Marine on the left and right flank of you 24/7. Good to go.
Now, I guess if I was hitting a little bit of that devil's lettuce or maybe 25 psych meds in, it'd bring me down to this level. But is the Air Force missing the point here?
What would you say you do here?
the Air Force is trying to sell special warfare. I'm just not feeling it. You guys let me know in the comments. Is this getting you fired up? Ready to join the Air Force? Ready to get her done, become a PJ? Or is it kind of just going, I need to click off of this crap immediately?
Simply trying and not quitting is insufficient. Someone who has the kind of drive valued by AFSPEC lore might be described as reliable, persistent, and as someone who takes initiative. Drive can be cultivated by paying attention to details, exercising self-discipline, and working hard to accomplish goals that require sustained effort. Stress tolerance. An operator's career hands them all.
All right, this is going way over the head of the recruit they need. There's plenty of intellectual door kickers, but you're trying to recruit young guys, get them fired up, because most of them are never doing the job. They're going to be fixing satellites in Alaska. And if this is supposed to represent the Air Force, I'm not getting the vibe for special warfare. I'm getting the droning on, and I'm going to immediately click off and maybe go look at what the Marine Corps, the Army, anybody else is doing, because this ad... Now the question for you fine viewers, what would you do different? Maybe get someone with some energy, maybe fired up a little bit. She could do it, but you got to maybe give her 10 Red Bulls or something.
Kinds of stressors, both on and off the battlefield. In the face of an immediate stressor, maintenance of physical composure and cognitive functioning, like attention and memory, is absolutely crucial. You can improve your stress tolerance by learning how to control your responses to things like time pressure, uncertainty, chaos.
You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece.
And ambiguity.
What is that, Private Pile?
Problem solving. When faced with a challenge or problem,
I'm not sure if this major got mixed up what she's presenting. Is this the PowerPoint to the brass?
Maybe you say...
Or recruiting ad? Now, the Air Force Special Warfare, top shelf dudes, right? But how are you going to get other people motivated? You guys let me know in the comments. Is this the best the Air Force had to get recruits to sign up? Because if it is, Houston, we got a problem.
what is your approach? How do you define the problem? Come up with ideas about possible solutions.
More moments later.
Test those out and decide which is the best course of action.
Wow.
These are all aspects of problem solving, another quality essential to successful AFSPEC war operators.
Well, sure he can talk, but is he saying anything?
AFSPEC war operators are not lone wolves. They must be able...
How many of you fine viewers have sat in, could be high school class, a PowerPoint at work, and this reminds you of it, just the droning.
When you hit a supply curve and you have to...
Defining things you kind of get, let's talk about reality instead of fever dreams for a second. This is not going to get the pool of candidates who are going to make it through this to sign up. They're going to go, thought about PJs, but this seems like pretty low energy, right?
Low energy individual.
Now, if the Air Force paid for the production of this ad, they got ripped off.
To function well in team environments. This is more than just popularity. Think about how you interact with others to work toward a common goal, how you adapt to your role as a leader or follower on the team, and how you contribute to an environment in which the team operates smoothly and effectively. Work on this by paying attention to teams in which you participate, and notice how you can continually strive to improve your teamwork.
02057
Communication.
44927.
High-quality information exchange can mean the difference between resounding mission success and complete mission failure.
Besides the Army's Emma campaign,
It begins in California with a little girl raised by two moms.
could this ad be more of a failure to try to get people into the pipeline? Is it going to motivate the target market they're looking for? Like I said before, the Air Force recruitment has tanked, and most of these SF recruiting ads are geared towards getting people to join. Just like the Navy SEALs, Special Warfare, they know most people aren't going to make it. They're going to end up in some shitty MOS they didn't sign up for. But let's look to the Marine Corps ads for a second.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people.
They get you fired up about being a warrior, right? Coming out of a helo, kicking a door in. Meanwhile, most guys may be admin, clerks, supply guys, but at least get you motivated to join. This ad gets me motivated to, well, take a nap. Now, the $1 million question of the day. If you were the Air Force recruiting department, what would you do different? Maybe give the major 5 or 6 Red Bulls. Perhaps use somebody else who's fired up. Maybe use one of the special warfare operators. But for the people they're going after, this ain't cutting it. And if you're not subscribed, do me a solid. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching.